Timberwolves with the rebound. You mentioned, Jim, the Suns losing last night in Charlotte by 20 after falling behind big in that first half. Trip over a span of 6 days for Phoenix.
Suns don't shoot a lot of threes typically, but I think this game is going to be different. They are, at this juncture, 22nd in the league in attempts, 29 per game. But they are going to get them up in this ball game.
21 minutes the other night. And the Timberwolves forced to stop there.
Such a high-volume rebounder, too. Only 21 minutes last game against the San Antonio Spurs, and what would have happened? The Wolves could have easily won that game against the Spurs last ballgame. A lot of things conspired against them.
Booker with the take. Broadcast, Jim, it is kind of interesting that in the 9 previous games that Towns and Booker have shared the floor, they have scored exactly the same amount of points.
Take by Taj Gibson off the dribble.
And a 5-4 record in favor of Towns in those 9 previous meetings. Booker
can't get that to go. Kelly Oubre, who the Phoenix Suns acquired for Trevor Ariza, he's getting ready to check in. DJ Warren gets the putback. Allowed them to stay in the game when they've been playing poorly.
Rose stripped to the basketball. Warren coast to coast. Ran without the ball, got paid off, and able to finish. Yeah, we've seen the Timberwolves play down to the level of the Suns far too many times. Carl,
however, while a very good shooter and a valuable player, with the injury to Rocco, having to play him at the 3 is a little bit of a disadvantage. As Carl high-low with Dario gets fouled and the and-one opportunity. Usually, it's Dario Saric's high-low to Karl Anthony Towns. Towns paying him back right there. We saw last ball game against the San Antonio Spurs where Dario had a basket cut and Towns had an open 3. Tried to give it to him, and it was a turnover, but Dario...
Here comes Rose. You can still vote today, and then tomorrow is the last day of All-Star voting for NBA fans. Off the turnover, a couple of cracks at it for the Suns, and finally Oubre, the 2-run. Rose, the spin, the scoop, can't finish. Jackson beats Bender, and the Suns could not have dreamt up a better start here tonight with no DeAndre Ayton, no Rashawn Holmes. So Kogi gets a wild one to go. Bayless finally gets it into Towns. Oh! The AC was just sitting in Dallas waiting for a phone call to get back into the league, and Booker connects on the triple, his first league game. AC said, Jim, to get ready to be back in the league, he was doing 3-a-days. He was working out at 9:30, he was working out again at 11, and again at 1:30.
Taj. Good rebound over the top. Taj Gibson's very good at being able to use those long arms, that wingspan, to snatch the rebound over the top of defenders and people that are inside of him. Guys will have...
Bender, Wiggins got a hand on it. Bender able to get it back. Jackson will attempt the long-range jumper. Was he on the line? They didn't signal a 3. It must have been a long 2. Couldn't tell from our vantage point for sure. Wiggins, that is definitely a... Towns puts it on the deck. Scoop shot.
I mean, like I would grab the Sunday paper right away. It'd be the first thing. Couldn't wait for it when I was a kid.
Also makes great gift wrapping paper. Gibson, what a spin. Bender stays with it. Taj doesn't care.
Was also watching.
But great job by all involved. And how about Hockey Day Minnesota is going to come back to the Twin Cities next year? They announced yesterday. And how about Hockey Day Minnesota is going to come back to the Twin Cities next year? They announced yesterday. Derrick Rose.
Well, the minus 27 degrees out there, wind chill factor probably wasn't great. Wow.
That was a tough shot.
Minnesota into rotation. They got lucky that last possession.
Andrew Wiggins just 3 of 13 shooting. Oubre fires again. It's
always fun to see young coaches, what they draw and what they play out of timeouts like this.
Oubre doesn't waste much time getting it away.
Success rate, both offensively and defensively. Rose knocks that down. So, you know, you can get tendencies because coaches will have tendencies. You try not to have any tendencies. First play tendencies of the games, end quarters, end of quarter situations, but it doesn't help that Andrew Wiggins is 3 of 13. And what a block. Carl blocked it twice.
Got it with each hand. Rose attacks Crawford, and Derrick Rose able to finish against Jamal Crawford. And then the Wolves with the turnover and the instant points. Rose crosses over on Oubre and then somehow gets that.
Hasn't seen much time from Minnesota.
Warren.
See TJ Warren doing what he does. I mean, that's really what he does. Getting out into space in the middle of the floor and then driving it.
He's got 17 on the game, 19 after that make, which is right on his season average. Rose, another take and make. Rebound, that's his 3rd of tonight. And Andrew attacking Booker, the Euro step kicks it out. Saric for 3, and the Timberwolves. Derrick Rose coming out just when the Wolves needed him. Making one final statement for that All-Star voting. And let's not leave it in the iffy category. Let's get Derrick Rose voted in. And get some votes on the table for Karl Anthony Towns, too, while you're at it. And Rose drills a... Saric. And the Suns get the stop.
Such a, when a player falls down like that, it just opens things up.
Impacts in the play there. Booker, and we are tied. 5 minutes to go here in Minneapolis. A game in which the Timberwolves were heavy favorites with the Suns severely shorthanded. History when Mo Williams scored 52 points. Wolves Weekly tomorrow at 3 on Fox Sports North.
Let's go Wolves!
Rose, tough shot inside.
Carl kind of alter your game a little bit. Got to figure out different ways to get him the basketball too. Carl's had some open looks. He's got to knock him down.
Rose got hit as he put it up. And when Andrew went to the line after getting fouled on that 3, the Wolves were lights out at the line. They had been 27 of 28. 50-50 ball. Towns comes up with it. Okogie, season opening, attacks, feeds Taj Gibson. Back to a 1-point game.
Either way, you're going to have space because you got shooters on the floor.
Seconds. Rose with Bridges on him. Rose looks to go. 2 seconds. Rose up.